This watch was on my wish list for quite some time. I was on vacation in Italy and I couldn't resist. Well, you know the saying, when in Rome, buy a Bulova and don't get spaghetti. Now, for the importance and history of this watch, I think even everyone's grandma knows the story, but nevertheless, in summary, Dave Scott... No, wait, wrong guy. Dave Scott, the astronaut, was the first guy driving a buggy on the moon, and after his issued Omega Speedmaster failed, or whatever, something happened, he pulled out of his inventory a personal Bulova prototype watch. And that is the origin story of Lunar Pilot. Only mystery that remains is how much Bulova and Stanley Kubrick paid him. Just kidding. No one can take a good old conspiracy theory anymore. So here is the 43mm version 96A299. For those wondering, this version is identical to 96K111, only without the additional strap. So let's get to the specs. 43.5mm stainless steel case with about 51mm lug to lug and 13.5mm case height. This version is somewhat smaller than the first 45mm reissue of Lunar Pilot. Still, it is by no means a small watch, and I think this is as far as I would go size-wise. The weight is around 170 grams, a bit less with some links removed. Lug width is 20mm, so that means the strap show is later in the video. It has sapphire crystal with AR coating, and I gotta say, even with the sub-register that complicate the dial, telling time on a glance is no problem for me. Loom, on the other hand, is Push-pull crown and these unique shaped pushers indicate the water resistance is unimpressive 50 meters. Still, Dave Scott didn't swim with it on the moon, so I guess this water resistance is justified. Finally, the thing that is praised by many is this high performance quartz movement with accuracy of ±10 seconds per year. And let's not forget 1/20th of a second egg timer to get it just right. And the tachymeter to potentially die in a car accident while you are trying to measure your driving speed just for fun. At first glance and the second glance, the watch looks really nicely finished and clean looking. The polishing makes it less toolish than its 45mm sandblasted older brother, but as a compensation, this type of finish gives it a layer of class and refinement, especially when paired with this bracelet. Now, I think the bracelet does look good, but it is far from ideal. Good luck getting that perfect fit with this butterfly clasp and no micro adjust, especially if you have a wrist like mine that expands and shrinks during the day more than a gigolo's member. Still, at least there are these halflinks for a better adjustment. And there is quick release for an easier strap change. But when I try to put the bracelet back on, sometimes my nails just get molested by these quick release knobs. Also, speaking of straps, here are some options that I have here, and be aware this watch is very strap friendly. Pros and cons for me. Pros, it looks classy, well built, cool backstory, the movement. Cons, push-pull crown with 50 meters water resistance. Bracelet could be better, and I wish it was just a notch smaller and consequently lighter. So that concludes the review of this great looking watch that is not perfect, but it's a awesome chronograph option if you have a wrist for it or gravitate towards larger watches. I have had my eyes set on this one for a long time, and there goes my budget for watches. Expect a new video in like half a year, give or take.